Hello, hello.
Hello. What's up?
Just another day.
Sweet. I'm excited to start.
Hello?
Hello.
I changed my name.
To default.
Yeah.
Alright, I like it.
I also got a new mic, so let me know if it sounds weird.
No, you're pretty good. I had to turn you up a little bit, but that was about it. I'm also playing music though, so that's part of it. What's up? Not much.
So,
Hello.
hey.
Seems like everybody gets on early. I like that. I'm usually early, so.
How was the Wednesday campaign?
It was good. I think it's gonna take a second to get into, just because that's a weirder campaign. They chose the False War, and I don't know if I talked to y'all as much about it because I think y'all chose second and they picked that one first. But it's a role play puzzle heavy game, so it's a little different to get into. there's not necessarily like a you meet an NPC at the beginning and they give you a direction. So I think they did pretty well. I gave them a quest there at the end to help push them in the right direction, but.
Did you ever get a 5th person for them?
No. Well, the guy ended up responding, but I did not end up following up. Because I think it was like a few days afterwards. And it wasn't like, oh, when's the next session? He was just like, all right, well, if you ever need another player. I was like, all right.
Okay.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, everybody's super quiet on stream.
Yeah, I kept turning them on. I was afraid of that. That's why I was watching the thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I was like, I have it on full blast and could barely hear. I was like, what is going on? All right, sweet. Deuces.
All right, thanks, man.
How about now? Am I a lot louder now?
Yeah. Ow.
Alright.
I'll turn you down on my end.
Yeah, I'm cool with. I think I can turn my stuff up.
Yeah, and I can turn y'all up in like, it's amazing the amount of volume bars I have because I have like a stream volume bar, a Discord volume bar, and my computer volume bar. So.
Sorry to blow your ears. My bad. Is this a lot better?
Y'all are good. Yeah, y'all are good. I think it's good.
Testing. Am I louder now?
You sound the same, but I can
Gosh,
hear
darn
you.
it.
So
Y'all are a lot louder on stream. I mean.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have like an audio like setup thing. Yeah, like if y'all have never seen it, like I can control my decibels. I'll send a Discord chat.
Turn it up to 11.
Yeah. It's like that's just like a streaming thing, and I have like a dial. And would it help in the future if I sent out like a reminder like the day before, or like looking forward to seeing y'all, or stuff like that too? Or I mean, it'll be the same time every week. Are y'all good with just showing up?
I'm cool with that, but it wouldn't
Yeah,
hurt.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I mean, reminders always help as well, I guess.
Yeah. Running, I guess it fosters like a, hey, I can't or can't make it, or other discussions too. So.
Is Kroogz mic playing twice for anyone else, or is something weird on my end?
Oh, it could be going twice. I have 2 different mics. I need to figure out how to separate my.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's the Roll20. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So that was for me?
No, me.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay.
No, it's for Kroogz, but I found the problem.
Okay.
It's coming
Huh.
through in the Roll20.
That's weird. I've got my thing muted. Hold on.
Yeah, if y'all are in
Make sure.
Discord and in Roll20, make sure to mute yourselves in Roll20. Or I guess mute yourselves.
Everything should be disabled now. I just turned everything off. Hopefully you don't hear me twice again.
another 5 minutes for our OtakuChef to show up. Chef. There's no I in that name. I don't know why I always immediately go to Chief.
Oh yeah, for the Warlock homebrew class that you had, the thirst of knowledge one.
Yep.
I think some of the spells on the expanded spell list are already Warlock spells.
Are they?
Yeah, like Charm Person, I think is already a Warlock spell.
Thank you. I'll have to look at that.
Maybe Disguise Self. I know there's an Eldritch Invocation that gives you Disguise Self.
So they need to make it easier to look up the spell lists. AI charm person is, definitely. Cool. So I think everyone is here. If everybody's ready to get started, I'm going to recap some of the campaign you've selected and some general knowledge on Abiala. And then we'll get started.
Sounds good.
I don't know if any of y'all watched the VOD from the Wednesday group, but I do the really cheesy everybody walks in and describes their character thing. It's just, I think, iconic to D&D, so that's what I do.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I got to see it live and it was a good time.
Okay, good. I am glad we enjoyed it. I will say this one's going to be run a little bit different because the playstyle of this campaign is different, but it should be fun nonetheless. Alright. So y'all chose Across the River of Death. It is a campaign that deals with exploring the blank portion of the Abiala map for specific treasures that are rumored to be across it. Those rumors come from the very, very few survivors that have made the trek across the river and survived. So y'all are going to start in the westernmost town that exists in Abiala, in Dre. It is a city that is on the coast. I made these wave marks to indicate it's part of the bay. There's not anything above it but ocean. So it is a port town. It is a very small port town. There's almost no one who lives in it, being at the westernmost expanse of the empire. And it is used mostly for carrying the wheat farmed in this portion of the world to Hatstore and the other cities. Y'all are adventurers that have been recruited from across the world and Abiala to go across to retrieve a specific treasure that a noble has heard word of, and he is the regent of Dre. So he has sent out a quest, and y'all have all accepted it, and y'all are going to meet him tonight. Some general knowledge on where Abiala is in the world, and some of your characters will know this, and some of them won't, but we'll get into that based off of your backgrounds. So Abiala is currently a tense spot as Priam and Irminsul aren't typically agreeing. There's some rumors going around that, you know, they're killing each other, and it seems like war is on the rise. So the Stoics are trying to maintain power and gain more power, and Irminsul is just trying to really just survive and do their own thing. This tension has caused a lot of jumpiness in both races, especially in cities closer to the border. And that's pretty much about it, other than the fact that there are a lot of tribesmen in Priam, but not Stoics in Irminsul. The tribesmen have agreements to come and work in Priam according to the treaty from the war that happened over a century ago. So that's going to be about all the information I'll disclose. If y'all have any questions, let me know.
I think we're good.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think we're
I'm
good.
good.
Sounds good. So with that, I'm going to start y'all off here, and y'all can't see anything at the moment, but it's here. I turned all of your names on just so I could help distinguish it just a little bit better. But if y'all would all
Okay.
love to roll for initiative, we'll figure out who's going to go first.
Nice.
Nice.
did not mean to send that twice.
Oh no, it's cool.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna take the first ones.
Same here. I didn't mean send it twice too.
Y'all are good. It's like advantage or disadvantage, just in case. So it looks like between Strumbo and Kaladin, you'll either get to take your pick on going first, or if you want to have a roll off, feel free. Well, okay, so I lied. HaloLogann goes first, but
Oh, I forgot to select the token. There we go.
yeah, second or third.
Where? Excuse me. Where do I enter in here?
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the lore real quick first. Or not lore, the city. All right, so welcome to Dre, the city in the bay. It is a very small city, but it is covered in fog, almost all times of the year, but especially today as y'all roll in right around dusk. As y'all get off boats, which is the easiest way to get to Dre, rather than traveling through the expansive wasteland, you are ferried into this building right here.
Sorry, this one?
That one right there. Yep.
Alright.
Everywhere is lit up, but even the fog is so dense that across the road you have trouble making out the lantern on the other side of the street.
Alright.
And y'all are ushered into a dingy little building. Inside it is very stuffy, and there is a patron with a hood and a torch that y'all meet at the door. He's small for the stoics that you have typically seen, and he's covered with soot, making it... Am I revealing?
I think you just covered it a bit.
I'm covering it, not revealing it. Lol. Okay.
Eternal darkness. This is the
Different
river of
ways of
death.
I know, right? Okay. I don't know what's going on with this fog. Reveal areas. Take y'all back. Okay, cool. Select more. There we go. Alright. So y'all see a figure. He's smaller than the Stoics have ever been. He probably comes up to most of y'all's waist, whereas most Stoics are towering above you, making you question what he truly is. But he is covered in soot, making his skin look very coal-like. You see in the corner of the main entrance room a forge and an anvil. And that is the man that you are to inquire about a back room with. So as y'all inquire about the back room, he leads you through some stairs in the floor into his back room. So with that, I'll let y'all explain to each other who you are as y'all walk into the back room one by one.
Alright. I think I had the initiative roll, so we'll go in.
Yep.
Alright. I'm HaloLogann. Outside of D&D, I'm actually a caster for competitive Quake tournaments and other things in that vein. Also currently working at an amusement park, which is why my voice sounds like this tonight. I'm playing Galahad, a human tribesman, surreal artist wizard. And as he walks in, you can see his bright red eyes with white diagonal slits going across them. He's not wearing a shirt, but the lower half of his torso is wrapped up in what kind of looks like bandages or just a medical wrap. And you'll see the landscape of I think I rolled a coast, kind of very artistically displayed across his chest and down his arms.
Sweet.
You walk in and say, "Where would you like me to sit, friend?"
So Geta is the man, and he introduces himself by name, and Geta. But that's about as much as you've ever gotten from him, and he kind of grunts and nods to the fact that there's no chairs in the room. and then walks back up to ferry in another patron.
Nice.
Galahad will like saunter over to this table over here and lean against the wall.
Cool. So I believe between Strombo and Kaladin, y'all can either, like I said, reroll for initiative, or if one of you would like to go over the other.
Do you just want to roll for it, Strombo?
Sure, why not?
Initiative, I guess. Oh, okay.
It's a good start, right?
Nice.
I'm just
Well,
making
there
y'all
we go.
use your good ones right now.
Get those 20s
So
out,
we can
baby.
die later. Haha.
All right.
I guess as we got off the boats, I would probably try to find like some stables or somewhere I can stash my warhorse. Just to, I don't know, so he doesn't like mess up this guy's like land.
Okay.
And I'll keep my lance with my horse, and I'll just have like a long sword and my shield on me for
Sweet.
flavor stuff.
True flavor stuff. I like it. All right. So yeah, you can definitely find somewhere easily enough. The town is super small, but there are nobles who live in it who have horses, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, easily enough.
Yeah. So I'll follow this guy at his back in. My character's name is Kaladin. You just call him Cal for short. Follow him. He's also a stoic, but he is 7 feet tall. He has like if you look at him, his armor is kind of weathered and kind of worse for wear. He has kind of a flimsy looking helmet on that he'll remove upon entering. Other than that, he has like really like deep brown eyes, and not really too much hair. And that's about it for his description.
Cool.
Yeah, he is also a stoic, so he's got kind of like that stone skin going on.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely
Um,
not out of place here.
So I'll kind of take a look around the room, see the other guy up here, kind of give him a nod, go up to him, and ask him if he's here as for the call as well.
Aladdin say, yes, of course. Did not usually Galahad is not the one to show up early to these types of things, but change of pace is always accepted.
Yes, it does seem a nice change of pace in our wake here. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Kaladin.
Galahad, he'll like put his hand on his chest and extend a handshake.
And he'll accept it.
Wonderful.
Well, if we were to be working together, it is a pleasure to meet a fellow. I don't know my words. It's a pleasure to meet such a good fellow. And then I'll walk over here as well and just rest against the wall.
Sweet. Yep. So as y'all turn around, you realize Geta has already left. A true man of few words to ferry in another patron.
All right. I'm OtakuChef. You can just call me Chef. It's easier. I'm a shit poster, and I work for the government.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Nice.
I will be playing Strombo Muddy Ripple, a Pukatanian monk, and a charlatan. Don't trust a single thing this man says. Don't buy anything from him.
I like it.
He wears noble's clothes, and he has a cloak on that covers his wings, but he claims it's his backpack, because covering your backpack's the best way to avoid pickpockets. He is 2'3", has long pointy ears, and long blonde hair that he keeps in a braid. Gonna stroll in, just so much cockier than a 2-foot tall man should ever be. Howdy, fellas. Are y'all also here for the work that needs doing?
Galahad will nod again. Say,
Cal
"Yes,
will
of
nod.
course. Welcome. Welcome.
And
Oh,
Getta's
well,
gonna turn around and mumble, talk so much. And mumble out.
glad I'm in such large company. He's just gonna go over to this box and climb on top of it and sit on it.
Galahad will raise an eyebrow, not very subtly.
Yeah, Cal's gonna kind of eye him as well. He's never seen something so short.
I've never seen something so short. Alright, and so that would bring in, I guess, Salazar's a 6, so I guess Harry is next.
Oops, hold on.
So whenever you're ready, do or Harry, whatever you want to go by for it now.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Did we lose him?
Is he muted or something?
maybe muted.
Not in Discord, at least.
We might have lost him.
I see him briefly disconnect from Roll20.
Okay.
Oh my God! You guys didn't hear me the whole time.
Nah, sorry, man.
This,
Oh.
yeah, don't worry. I'll do it one more time. I am DewDrop, just a random guy here to D&D. Is Harry here? This is Harry Harris here. I am a cleric. I am here to heal. I am here to help. That's all I do. I'm just here to help. Me, good guy. And he's a tall Pukatanian that looks like weird when he's flying because he's like so lanky and so like strong built. And he always wears around no shirt because he just doesn't believe in him.
Solid character right there. Sweet. And that at last will bring in Salazar Smoothbrain.
Before I go, is there a way to get like token art or?
Yeah, I have some that you can choose from, or if you want to like search for some.
Yeah, I have one in mind. I just don't know how to put it on my token because very unfamiliar with Roll20.
Oh, you're good. So if you should be able to edit him. He should be yours. So if you under your journal double click on him, it should pop up.
Oh, I did put a picture in there, but it doesn't update on the token.
So you have to use like select token or let's see, where is it? I think I have to do it from here. Oh, it did put your picture in there. Okay. So it's the token default here, which is super weird.
It's fine. I can just
Okay.
go ahead. All right. I changed my name from last week, so my name's default this week. And I am also just a random guy here to play D&D.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, traveler.
So Salazar Smoothbrain will have his nose in a book while he walks up to this building, and he almost walks into the wall because he didn't even notice. All right, is this where I'm supposed to go?
And again, gotta go.
All right. Salazar Smoothbrain will walk in, and he is a dwarf, which is rare because they're not from this planet. And he stands about 4 feet tall. His eyes are gold, and his hair is white and unkept. His skin is pale as if he's been indoors all his life. and he's never seen the sun. And he's holding a book, and he would just stand in the center of the room, not say anything to anybody, and continue reading.
As you walk in, Galahad will see that you're a dwarf and kind of like spring up off of the wall. Oh, my friend. What? Clearly do not hail from this land. Tell me, what do you know of the stars? And he'll like raise his hands up in the air, like all dramatically.
You talking to me?
Yes, of course.
Salazar will look around. The stars, eh? Well, I wish I knew. Didn't really get to see them on the way here.
How was it that you got here?
I got abducted.
Galahad's like eyes will widen, and he'll just kind of like slink back over to this wall. Pardon, friend. Apologies. Let's get back to that book now.
Yeah, I've got a lot of problems. I can't drag the new token if I need like permissions for that or something.
Probably. I don't
Oh,
know.
I was wondering what that was. I was like,
thanks.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Mine either.
It says it represents you.
I can move mine now. But...
Yeah, I can see his art on my end and everything.
Also, I can't manage to figure out how to get my art to work, but I sent it to you.
Okay, cool. I will add it then while y'all are doing something at some point. You should be able to move it. I may just have to place you a new one. Alright. So currently, y'all are all in this room. The dwarf stoic did not tell you very much. He just led y'all down here, and here you lie. For the current moment. Is there anything that y'all would like to do for now?
Galahad will try to like peek at the cover of the book that Salazar is reading, just to see what the title is.
It's a blank cover.
Ah.
Cal's gonna kind of like take a look around the room as some time's passed, and he'll just ask, does anyone know who we're supposed to be meeting here?
Galahad shakes
I heard
his
it
head.
was some sort of regent. Does anyone have a name for him by chance?
Someone who
I don't
needs help.
judge.
Would any of us have a name for him?
No, he did not provide a name.
Alright.
Just an advertisement.
Nope, I just came here looking for treasure.
Very well. He'll just kind of go back to what he was doing, just resting on the wall.
Sweet. So as y'all continue to rest, y'all do hear some noise from at the far end of the room, behind the giant pillars. And it seems to be a scraping of sorts. Before finally, you see some men walk in and stand before you. And as they walk in, you see that there are two guards dressed almost exactly the same, with cloaks and a hood, with pants and greaves on, but not much else. They also have two staves and two swords. One sword for each side of the hip, and then they each have a staff. They walk in surrounding a blonde man who looks to be in his late middle of years, so maybe like 65-ish from the looks of him. But it's hard to tell with stoics. I mean, he is made of stone. He is a mottled brown and tan, almost where he would blend into like a sandstone wall. Very, very easily. And he saunters in and goes, "Good evening, adventurers. Thank you for meeting me here this late, and of great secrecy. As I don't know when my opponents will get wind of the information, they may have already known, but I have called you here to offer you a chance at glory, and a life well enough to live in comfort for the rest of your lives, should you choose to accept my boon. Those of you who don't wish to accept at any point, you will not be shown kindness after this point if you would please leave now." Good. Now then, my spies have reported back to me rare information from across the Svengate Elve, and from across the Forest of the Dead. I need you to check this information and return me the valuables you find. Once you help me secure an advantage over my fellow nobles, I will whisk you into a lavish lifestyle once I reach my position in the capital. Or I will hand you over your share of support, information, or riches, which you can venture on and do whatever you will. Either way, I will become a powerful enough ally in this country. I can easily just as much be a powerful enemy, however. I do not share my advantages lightly, and with all that I have spoken, I implore you fine adventurers to find my treasure. And after a generous pause, he says, "I will provide you one of these spies that has returned as a guide to this temple he found, and he will now explain." From the depths of the shadows, you see a cloaked stoic that is also pretty short, like the man who guided you in. He's probably only 5 foot, so he definitely is a lot taller than the guy ferried you in, but is definitely not tall for a stoic. And you could tell that this man has been worn, has traveled across the country, and has had no time for rest. His cloak is torn, his blades at his side are dull. And he begins to speak. "Past the Forest of Death, in the middle of the continent, there exists a large temple structure. The lower exterior is made of sandstone, but the upper layers, there's a triangle that gleamed at the top of silver and gold. A large gem was spied through their glasses when we tried to inspect the gold further. The temple seemed to have no entrances that we could see, and was at least a day trek into what looked like a desert. We no longer had any supplies to survive if we tried for such a journey, so we returned. From what we know, only adventurers to have ever traveled so far and made it back is us. Well, some of us. And with that, you can see that there's also bits of blood at the bottom of his cloak. If we are truly the only ones to have made it this far into the ruins, then this could hold treasures and relics of civilizations past what any of us know as the beginning. It could be riches beyond what any holder has ever imagined so far, especially any relics that may hold power. They would probably be in the centermost of the pyramid, which we do not know what the pyramid holds. We expect to take a night's rest and meet in the morn. With that, I must bid you a farewell. And Malitz, the new spy that y'all have met, and your new guide, will retreat back into the shadows as he finishes, not giving you much time to question him, but his noble will stay.
Sorry if I missed it. Did the regent give us his name?
He did not.
Okay. As the spy kind of slinks back into the shadows, Galahad will look at the one in charge. "Oh, this work is all good and well, friend, but might we at least get the littlest bit of information as of who you are? What we might call you, perhaps?
Oh, who am I? Why, I am the regent of this land. Do you not know the regent of this land? I thought I was established enough to at least respect or earn that respect.
You must forgive Galahad. His head is up in the stars.
Well, I am Theopilus Nero the First, and with that, he'll give a little curtsy bow.
Galahad will kind of like nod his head a little bit in response. Pleasure.
Well, with that, you have your charge. If there are not any more questions, I will return for the night. I have other things to keep me preoccupied.
Now, I got a question for you.
Yes, you.
You don't know what's in these ruins. Who's to say that all the treasure's gonna make it back to you anyway? Got quite a bit of trust in a bunch of strangers.
Like I said, fellow, what is your name?
My name's Strombo Muddy Ripple.
Strombo. I can be a powerful ally, but a stronger foe.
As this exchange happens, Galahad just kind of like slowly looks over to Strombo, just eyes wide. Like, what are you doing?
Gonna see that expression, give him a small wink.
And then,
Just shakes his head and
Salazar will look up from his book and he'll look around and see that Strumbo's the only person around his height, and he'll ask, "Hey, did these guys say anything important?"
There's a bunch of treasure in some ruins, and he doesn't have to know about all of it.
Yeah, they told us all the good things, but they didn't tell us any of the bad things. What we must be going up against. This is Harry here, and I'm here to heal. But if there's something that's damaging, I can't heal. So, what are we supposed to be up against?
I personally do not know, says Theopilus. He says, but remember, very few return from the forest of death. Make sure to watch your backs.
And how were the bodies? Have you claimed them?
No, no one has been foolish enough to try to return a body. They're more concerned with their own lives.
It's graceful. How can you just leave bodies out there?
You are more than welcome to try to return them if you wish. If you can survive yourself.
Is there anyone you hold dear close who has gone missing?
No, of course not. I hold my household well.
Oh, so you just let my father die. I get it.
The who?
The father. The goblins, the little guys, the pawns.
The pawns. Clearly, you do not know the meaning of the word. Pawn. They are expensible. Of course, they love to sacrifice themselves for the greatness of the empire. It is all about glory. If you can return glory to your household, then what else do you need?
Glory with the righteous one is all I need.
See, glory answers all questions. Now, I must take my leave. And as they turn to leave, Strombo, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So
Awesome.
they leave.
oh no, there it is, the first net one.
First nat one on the first real roll.
On the first roll. Love it. I told
All
y'all.
right,
Oh
get
no.
That's what all the
campaign over,
initiative.
boys.
Yeah.
Could I also do a perception check to see if they were wearing any religious or any religious gear or any like chimes?
Yeah, go for it. Hit me. A 12. So you didn't particularly see any religious gear on them, but you do know, just as being a cleric, like what region you're in, that most of the people in this area, especially like it's just a good guess in general for Stoics, that they follow the god Mammers.
How do you spell that?
Mammers.
Cool.
Typically, that's a really good guess with anybody who wields a sword in Priam. Cool.
So I guess we head on out. Or
Yeah, so no one has returned for y'all. Like, the
Well, the dude said we're gonna like leave in the morning, right?
he did, yes. He said he was going to
Okay.
meet y'all in the morning. He did not tell you how or when, but he said he was going to meet you in the morning.
did we notice like any like resting spots like on our way to this building, or like an inn or something like that?
No, not in particular. You know, there's probably one in the area, but it was pretty foggy on your way in. You mostly just saw the lights, on doorways, not necessarily the signs. But
Okay.
you are more than welcome to explore the town.
Might as well find a place to rest for the night, huh? And
That's
Galahad will
always
just-
a good call. Trombo's gonna hop off his box.
Cool.
So what do you guys think about that guy?
Something certainly seems off about that man, but suppose we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I don't use Roll20 often. I should just be able to click and drag my token, right?
Yes.
Seems like I'm not able to for some reason.
I had trouble with this the other night too on the other campaign. For some reason, there's like one character
If
each
you,
time.
if you just want to move me, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not doing much. I'm more for here for the RP.
We'll try that, but I can also move you. Cool. So I'm going to group y'all up to where it's easy for me to copy paste y'all. And not re-pull y'all out every time. So not that this is a combat map, but y'all's tokens are definitely oversized for the map. So just know that that's not 5 feet each house.
Oh my god, I'm enormous.
Just like stumbling buildings.
Yeah.
You said it was like really foggy. Which buildings would we be able to see as we like step out of here?
As y'all walk out, you can see a light at this building and across the road at these buildings. This one is going to be really hard to see. If y'all are looking for them really hard, you could probably see these two.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just going to be like a glow through the fog.
Galahad is probably just gonna walk towards the first light that he sees, so across the street with him.
Sweet.
Does it have any like signs or anything on it?
It does. It has the sign that says the Sea Shanty.
Well,
Galahad
that
will go
sounds like the
inside.
name of an inn.
Yep, Galahad's gonna go inside.
Sweet.
Before he heads in, Strombo's gonna dip out into an alleyway and he's gonna put on his disguise kit. He's gonna get a red wig, thick, flowing red beard. It's gonna be the most anorexic looking dwarf you ever did see.
Sweet.
Also, before we enter, Cal would go back to his warhorse just to make sure he's still there, and then come back.
He is still there. Pretty
Okay, cool.
content. There's quite a few other war horses in the stables.
He's been known to run off a few times on him.
Good to know. Cool. So as y'all enter this establishment, it's a little bit run down. It's a rougher bar area as y'all walk in, and there's definitely quite a few characters in here already. You can see there's a few patrons at the bar. There's a woman that is leaning back in her chair, often too far, and you're just waiting for her to take the tumble. And then there's two gentlemen by the hearth who are very passed out, as it is getting quite late into the night.
But this bartender's still there?
Bartender's still there.
Alright. Galahad's gonna walk in, gonna wave at the bartender. Hello, yes, is there any chance you have rooms available for Galahad and his... He'll look over his shoulder, like kind of lock eyes with Strombo. Well, there were 5 of us, but 4 patrons. There's 4 of us in total.
So the bartender's gonna turn to you, kind of a little haze in his eyes as well as he turns. He goes, bed, there's a few tables, but they're free at the moment.
Do you not have any rooms then?
Oh, no, not here, not here. There's a place across the street down the road a little bit, kind of next to the docks.
That's wonderful, thank you. And just turns on a heel and walks out.
Yeah, Cal will follow him. He's just looking to rest as well.
Hey, Galahad.
Strombo will not be following him. He's gonna make his way to a table in the corner. He's gonna pull out his 10 rations that he's got and stack them in 2 sets of 5. He's gonna stand up because he's on the table because, you know, he's short. Attention, please. Come one, come all to the greatest opportunity you just can't afford to miss.
You now have the full attention of the people at the bar, but this lady is still into oblivion, leaning way too far back.
All right, everyone who's interested, gather round. I come as an envoy of the wonderful Duke Wellington, and I'm here to offer you the ability to eat through the sun.
Can we make a check to see if we can see through his disguise?
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Insight?
Let's do... Trying to think for disguise. I'll let you do perception or insight. We'll do either or. Yeah.
You want me to roll deception on it?
I was trying to look up disguise kits real quick. Because I don't... Did they change your roll for that?
I don't know. I don't actually know how they work.
I think it's just DM ruling is pretty loose, I think.
Oh, so it lets you add your proficiency bonus to a deception check. So yeah, make a deception roll with your proficiency.
Cool. If I'm already proficient with deception, do I get expertise?
Yes. I'll roll that.
Okay. Add +2 to nat 1.
Is that your second roll? second nat 1 already?
I was like,
Oh no.
do you want to do a, instead of expertise, do you want to just do advantage?
I'll do advantage, sure.
All right.
This man's some kind of a...
Hey! Feast and famine, baby.
I'm about to say 2 net ones. Will give me a
Flipping
chance.
a coin.
The
I think his
odds.
dice is only full of 1s and 20s.
Tell you,
You
what.
know, I thought that was Strombo for a second, but now I'm not so sure.
Oh God.
Was someone? Excuse me. Was someone saying something to Galahad on the way out?
Oh, I was gonna say something, but then
Okay.
Strombo started his show or whatever is going on.
Just strolled in and started selling people.
Yeah. At which point, everyone in here is at least at some point intoxicated and is very confused at your wording. By the way.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. With mild intrigue, they're not like crazy to wonder over, but they've definitely moved for a better view.
I come as an envoy of Duke Wellington, selling his world-famous Sunlight Steak. You eat these bad boys every day for a year, and by the end of that year, you'll find you're able to gain all the benefits of food just by being out in the sunlight. Perfect for field workers, perfect for laborers, perfect for anyone who doesn't want to be weighted down by the difficulties of food, and especially in the lean winter months.
So as you finish that up, one guy is particularly intrigued, is going to saunter over and go, Aye, that sounds, wife. She food needs much.
Well, I have wonderful news for you. The Duke is on his way here right now. I have here for you 2 5-day supplies, and I can write you a promissory note guaranteeing that you will get the remainder of your supply should you pay right now. Alternatively, you can just try it out, and by the end of this 5-day trial, you'll be able to do this. And he'll just take a dart out of his bag, he'll toss it in the air, and he'll fire a radiant sunbolt at it.
All right.
Just 5 days of sun steak, and you can shoot fire from your fingers
Make a
just from being out in the sun.
make a performance check with advantage.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Guru, is a year on this planet the same length of time on Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
On this planet, yes.
Cool.
All right. So with a 15, he's gonna yell, 5 chickens.
For the 5-day supply, it'll be 10 gold for a year supply. For as a special pre-order price, it'll only be 50.
Okay. 10 chickens.
I'm sorry, sir, I can't barter in chickens. It's just not the Duke's area of expertise.
He's gonna yell out to the guy he was standing with and sitting at the bar. Hold! How much for my 10 chickens? And Hold's gonna contemplate about it for a minute and go, 5 pigs. And he goes, no, not animals. The other thing for beer. Oh, 10 divided by 3. Add the 2. 70 silver. And the guy's gonna turn around and go, 70 silver.
You know what, sir? You drive a hard bargain. But For 70 silver, I can get you 1 year's worth of sunlight steaks. And he's gonna pull out just a scrap of paper. He's gonna scribble on it. He's gonna grab a candle off the wall and pour some wax and dunk his insignia ring that he's been wearing in it. And it's just a real generic insignia. It's like a shield and 2 cross swords. And he's gonna hand it over, hand him the steaks.
All 10 of them.
No, just 5.
Just 5. Okay. So Hold is gonna walk over and pull out of his very already empty purse change 70 silver and pass over to the gentleman you were talking to, who's gonna hand you the 70 silver, and just a gleeful, dumb-stricken smile on his face, grab the 5 steaks and walk back towards the bar.
At this point, Salazar will approach the strange man selling things, and he had already written in his book that there's an important person named Duke Wellington, and he makes something called sunlight steaks. How much for 5 gold?
For 5 gold, I can give you 2 steaks.
How about 3?
Granted, I think I can swing 3. I think I can talk the Duke into being that lenient.
Salazar will write that the Duke is a generous man in his book, and he'll hand 5 gold over without another word.
Sweet.
And he will hand you 3 totally plain rations.
Oh, I love this party dynamic already.
You'll never believe what I just bought.
I was gonna look at him and be like, please, do share.
These things, they give you the power of sunlight. I'm not gonna share though.
Oh no, share is just information. Did you actually show him the rations?
Yeah, he'll
or-
show you the rations.
Can I like look at them and like inspect them, see if they're special in any kind?
Are you asking me or are you asking?
Yeah, DM.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're more than welcome to if Salazar holds them out long enough.
Like
We'll just
perception
wait
or
at the
Investigation.
whole situation, and then look up at the sky and cast Druidcraft to know what the weather is for tomorrow.
Cool.
And while that's going on, Strombo is just strolling out and
So-
around the corner of the building.
As you see a man walk out the door, you could tell these are definitely nothing but the rations that you currently have in your pack.
I'm gonna kind of put like a couple fingers to like my temple and just look at him and just be like, I believe you were swindled. these are nothing special, friend.
You know what they say. You live and you learn.
All right.
Strombo can
And-
take off his disguise.
That's the big
He's-
part, as long as you learn.
This guy here is definitely going to be foggy. It is foggy about 90% of the time, in Dre itself. But other than that, yeah, you can kind of intune that. And it might be a nice day tomorrow if you can get out of the fog.
So Strombo has taken his disguise off and is now rounding this corner. Ah, glad I caught up to you guys. So is this the inn?
Make a deception check.
Real quick, is there anything we could roll to learn if this fog that the town is having, if this is like a regular thing for this town, or if it's just like, oh, it's just how the weather is right now?
You could 14. Okay. If anybody wants to make a perception check against this deception, you're more than welcome. If not, I'm gonna say that a 14 is good enough to just BS generally, unless y'all are looking for it.
Yeah, I'm not really. Cal doesn't really care.
Okay.
Galahad is already walking, given the vague instructions that he was working with.
So,
Salazar's depressed.
so Galahad, you're a tribesman, so yes, you naturally can see magic and the way it flows through the air. And this fog definitely has some hints of magic to it, but you don't know what or when. If you wanted to make an Arcana check, you could definitely do that to try to learn more.
Bonk.
This
Damn.
this is a good first session. 20s and 1s all around. Love it. Yeah, so this is definitely some sort of magic that has been cast. It's not necessarily a spell per se. It is more of an influence of an artifact or a curse.
Oh, awesome.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, you cut out on that last part.
The fog is the result of like an artifact or a curse. It's not natural.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, like you could tell.
boy.
It's magical related, but it is not a spell or anything that is gathering magic like a spell you would have known or seen.
Do you let everyone know this, or do you keep it to yourself?
Galahad is currently trying to just get to the inn, so we'll get to it when we get to it.
If you don't let him know, he will just squint and sit here, looking at the pie, being like, I'm here to help, and I'm not helping much, so I don't feel useful. What can we do to make me help?
So Harry was the only one who actually recognized Strombo was lying, if he wants to follow up on that as well.
No, he doesn't care. He'll have a talk with him later. He doesn't care
Cool.
about his shenanigans.
Cool.
If the dwarf, I'm sorry, what's his name again? Was it Smoothbrain?
It's a Salazar. Smoothbrain is his last
Salazar.
name.
Does he like visibly look kind of sorrowful that he got swindled?
He looks the same as he did when you first met him.
Okay, never mind then. He's like internally depressed.
Yeah, he's internalized that feeling, and it does not show on his exterior.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind then. I cancel my next action. I guess as we leave the bar, I'm gonna go back to my warhorse just to make sure he's still there again.
Cool. It is a bit of a walk, so you are taking 15 minutes each time you go check on him. 15 minutes back.
Oh wait, we're this. All right, I'm sprinting to go check on him then.
All right. Yeah, I'll actually reveal.
Oh, you just covered.
I know.
He's like checking if he locked his car or not.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So these are the stables over here.
Okay, I gotcha. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of sprint over there, like whatever happens in that time, chronologically, if we want to follow up on that. But as long as I just get an eye on him, I'll be like, oh, okay, good, he's still there. I'll make my way back.
Hey, Harry. You like helping?
Yes, sir.
You got anything to help with homesickness?
A nice pat on the back. Pat, pat, pat.
Salazar does not feel better.
No.
And a hug. And I'll hug him.
He's still... This man is unfeeling.
You feeling down, old man? Here, he's gonna give him 10 silver and tell him to buy himself something Go get yourself something nice.
Oh, maybe I won't have to sleep in the street tonight.
How about we find a cave? I've heard dwarves like caves.
He'll actually take you up on that.
Okay. Side quest 1. Look for a cave.
Alright, so are y'all going to look for a cave?
Excuse me. Galahad is just heading to the inn based on the direction he was given,
Cool.
which I think is this building.
The one you're
Inn?
standing in front of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Before
And
I
Strombo's just gonna follow him because he asked if this was the inn and no one answered and just walked away.
We just like it's like we just like look at him, just like what, and just walk. Yeah, I guess Cal's gonna make his way back and go to the inn as well.
Salazar will follow.
cool.
Harry will also follow, but he'll ask a couple people if they like just walking past like travelers if they know if there's any caves around.
Cool. Make me a luck check.
Where's luck at?
It is a D100. You could just roll that.
Is Discord picking up that motorcycle that someone's gunning down the street at 9 p.m.?
No, I didn't hear anything.
No,
Okay, I was like, is that my motorcycle? 47. Okay.
No, it was like outside. Just want to make sure that wasn't a audible issue.
No, I think you're good.
Awesome.
All right, so 47. No one's quite sure the people that are around this late at night. Anyways, that or their speech is a little too muddled for you to understand their answer. All right, and so y'all enter into the hayloft. Nice little hut. Tut residence.
Good news, guys. People will talk to me. Bad news. I couldn't find any information on caves. Sad day.
It's fine, I suppose.
We will keep a lookout though for you, buddy.
Do we just enter on these staircases here?
Yeah, the door's right next to him.
Okay.
So like, yeah. Little saloon type doors right there. And then there's a door over here as well. To the patio.
I lost my ability to move my guy.
Interesting. Okay. You should be able to move them.
Yeah, it's working again.
Cool. Change that up here. A little bit. Alright, so as you walk in, this place is definitely a little bit more calm, but there's still some people up late at night having meals, whether they just strolled in from working or getting in from the docks or just generally the night owls. There's a musician still playing in the corner, but it's definitely a lot quieter. There's not really any conversation going on, and there's definitely not people passed out on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Galahad's probably just gonna do the same shit. Gonna walk up, look at the person behind the counter. Hello, yes. Oh, excuse me.
That's all right.
By chance, do you have room in bed for? He'll like look around, once again lock eyes with Strombo. Be like, "Oh, you're back." For Galahad and his 4 compatriots, so 5 of us in total.
5. Let's see here. We got 2 rooms and 4 beds. If y'all don't mind, someone sleeping on the floor sharing.
That is okay with Galahad, and he'll look to the rest of the party. Any issues with that, doll?
Cal's gonna just kind of look and be like, "That's fine with me."
He's gonna great. So
Harry
that
will squint but not say anything.
Salazar will do the same.
Strombo's gonna look at Salazar and say, "I've heard a good snuggle always helps with homesickness."
That's one type of help I do not offer.
That's where the line is drawn. We found it.
I'll take you up on that.
All right, sounds like 4 beds is plenty.
great. 20 silver a room.
Unfortunately, Galahad does not carry silver. Could any of you cover this?
I think all I have is gold. I don't know how the exchange rates work.
I don't believe in money.
You don't believe in
Galahad
money.
Galahad will look at
Trade.
Strombo.
I'm a bit light at the moment. I'm sorry.
Is there any chance you could exchange the amount of silver in exchange for a gold?
Oh, of course, of course. So he takes your gold piece and he hands you. Sorry, I'm thinking of this backwards. So that would be
It's 10 silver
Yeah.
normally.
it's 10 silver to 1 gold, so it's 4 gold.
Wait, he'll. Oh, 4 silver.
4 gold.
4 gold for all the rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 gold for everything. Got it. I don't know why. I was doing 100.
Yeah.
So-
It took me a second as well because platinum is
Oh.
100 gold.
Is it really? All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'll hand him the 4
I think-
golds. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. What is
I don't know.
one-
I think platinum's 10 gold.
Is it 10 gold? Maybe it's
Yeah.
copper that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what it is. Hold on. I have to
So
go.
one
check
copper
I keep
is-
trying to think of it in like World of Warcraft stats, but it's
I play way too many. Yeah. So 1
gonna
copper is
go-
10 silver. 10 silver
Sorry.
is 1 copper.
I'm gonna go peek my head outside because I'm concerned whether those are fireworks or not.
Yeah, go for it.
My favorite American game. Fireworks or guns.
We got to play that the other night. Turned out it was fireworks. My neighbor just almost blew his hand off with them.
nice.
Yeah.
Last night I had the fun bingo card situation where I got to answer both.
Both hands blew off, or
No, there were guns and fireworks.
oh,
And I live in a
Nice.
subdivision.
It's called keeping your property value low.
oh shoot.
Get those taxes. Yeah, so 10 copper pieces is 1 silver, 100 gold, or 100 copper pieces is 1 gold, 1,000 is plat. 10 copper pieces is a silver.
And
Wow.
silver to a gold, 10 gold to a platinum.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah,
tens.
everything's base 10.
Yeah, it's everything base 10.
Cal's gonna come up beside Galahad and offer 2 gold to kind of split the difference. To help help pay for things as well.
Alright, we're back.
Oh, you weren't here. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry, I had to get
My
up
bad.
there.
I have,
What was going on?
Cal just came up beside you and offered 2 gold to help split the difference in cost.
Many thanks. Any help is always welcome.
There's no problem at all.
I'd help, but I was swindled by Duke Wellington.
Did Salazar write on his book that Duke Wellington can't be trusted?
Yeah, he was revising his notes on the way here.
You learned a
Sorry.
valuable lesson that day. Not all people can be trusted.
Okay.
And he'll put a hand on his shoulder.
Not all gods, too.
Well, don't worry. You can trust all of us.
Squint.
If I could
Thanks.
flip my token, I would. Definitely just in response to the fact that you said something. Nothing else.
And plus, if you looked at Harry, he'd be squinting at him when he said that anyway. So
All right. I guess since we have our rooms settled, at least before anyone else can do what they do. I'm gonna go back to my warhorse again.
Alright.
And this time, I mean, as I lay eyes on the warhorse, I'm actually gonna go up to him. And I'll probably just do like a nightly check on him, make sure everything's all secure, and then I'll come back.
Cool. This is where, as the DM for fun, I just go, and he has the plague, right?
Yeah.
roll for black.
Roll to see if horse is still there. Actually, hold on.
Not this early. I'm not that mean.
Okay.
I'll let y'all get into the desert first, and then we'll decide that.
And then we'll roll for that.
Yeah.
Can Salazar follow Cal to his horse?
Yeah. Are you trying to do it stealthily or not?
Awkwardly behind, but not stealthily in any way.
Cool.
Okay.
Also, for those of you who are unfamiliar with D20, you can also whisper characters.
/W
space and then type the name, which mine would just be GM. I think it'll like autofill too. And then I can like private chat room people. So.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, he's gonna take note that Salazar's kind of following him, but he doesn't really mind. He's just gonna walk into his horse, and then just still do the same like nightly checks, make sure everything's secure.
Sweet.
So while you're tending to your horse and checking up on it, Salazar would just be standing awkwardly at an awkward distance from you, and he'll say, "Now imagine if this precious animal was ripped from your possession. What would you do?"
I'm gonna look at Salazar, just like really confused and also intimidated. Well, not intimidated, but like with like a mean look. And he'll say, "What is that supposed to mean?"
Yeah, I didn't know what to do either. And then Salazar will start heading back to the inn.
Well, I'm gonna double check my securities on the horse now. I'm gonna give Tech a nice kind of pat on the mane. That's the horse's name, by the way. It's Tech, T-E-K, for anyone who cares. I'm just give him a nice reassuring pat, and be like, "Don't worry, Tech. I'm here to protect you. Don't worry about him."
Hal sleeps in the stables tonight.
Uh, he's gonna linger. He's gonna linger for a moment, just kind of process what the hell that was. And then he'll make his way back, kind of
Sweet.
slow and pondering the situation.
Awesome. And the rest of you are turning in for the night as well?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Strombo's gonna stay behind a little bit, and he's just gonna ask the bartender, "Do you happen to sell rations? I'm looking for about 2 weeks worth."
So the bartender's gonna go, I sell bread. I don't know about full rations. We sell some meats, but as far as traveling goes, they won't last that long.
Hmm. Do you think they'll last a couple days?
The meat, well, it was grilled, not smoked, so maybe tomorrow by noon if you're out in the sun.
Ah, never mind then. I appreciate the effort, though.
Aye, you might could check out the general store on your way out of town.
I'll be sure to do that. Thank you kindly.
Harry will walk up to Stormbow and put a hand on his shoulder and be like, "We're friends, right?" And give him like a crooked grin.
I like to think everyone's my friend until they prove otherwise.
You've already proved that you're not friends with us, so by your logic.
Now, I'm offended you would even think that.
Then get out.
He's gonna hop off his bar stool that's just as tall as he is and head upstairs, I guess.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, the rooms, like,
So when you go upstairs, there's a total of 4 rooms. They're all lined on one side of the wall, above the bar. So like, this is like the hallway, and then the rooms are here.
Harry will follow Stormbow into whatever room he goes into.
Cool. So the rooms that y'all have are the first 2. The last 2 are taken. All right, and
I'll just go with the first one.
sweet. So as the first few people enter the first room, I'm assuming y'all are going to the beds, right?
Yep.
You will notice notes on the pillows.
what did the notes
I would
say?
like to read the note.
Take a look at him.
Cool. Okay. So the note says, "See you in the morning. We will meet at the last house on the left, leaving town."
Well,
Is
looks
it
like
sign-
these
is
are
it-
the instructions on where to meet him.
Is there any like signature or anything, or any names or any?
Nope. And they're in both
Okay.
rooms on all the pillows.
All right, sounds good.
How do we know we can trust these notes? Maybe they
Well-
were written by Duke Wellington.
Duke
Well,
Wellington
the
is-
regent hired us to bring him back treasure, and he trusts that he'll get all of it, so I figure we should probably trust that these are notes from him.
What did that man say his name was again?
Regent Theophilus.
The pilot's nearest the
Yes.
first.
That's a perfect disguise for someone named Duke Wellington. That's all I'm saying.
Salazar is just going to be haunted by Duke Wellington for the rest of the campaign.
Rest of his life.
Look, I've just learned that you can't trust the people on this planet.
I do hope. Sorry.
Sorry, Cal is just kind of stare blankly at the dwarf, and then go out of like whatever room they're in and go to the next room.
Like walked in to see this exchange and left.
Still very suspicious, but he didn't quite show it.
Salazar will actually follow Cal to the other room because he feels like he's the only guy that Salazar can trust.
No. Cal doesn't trust you after that. He's-
Do you not trust Galahad because he interrupted your book reading? Is that what that's about?
No, he just feels like Cal gets him. He trusts Galahad, but he feels like Cal understands him on a different level.
Got it.
Do you not trust Harry because he hugged you?
He's waiting for the cave.
The cave. Yeah, that's what's gonna earn him the trust. Got it.
Maybe good friendship. Okay.
If Salazar is gonna go in with Cal, Cal is going to kind of drag his bed to the furthest corner away from him. Kind of keep his armor on. Kind of put his longsword to his side and attempt to sleep.
All right. So if everybody is sleeping, y'all get in a good rest. Y'all sleep a decent amount, not quite, at the crack of dawn, but y'all are kind of stirring as it really turns into morning.
And if I remember correctly, as a part of the surreal artist, I roll a d8 to like see what my tattoo is, right?
Yeah. For the terrain, yes.
Where did I put my sheet? All right, it is. Cool.
You got it?
Yep.
Cool.
To determine like each individual tattoo that I can use as a slot,
Yes.
what determines that?
You have influence over 1 plus your constitution.
Okay, so I think I have 5.
And then you're able to choose things under 100 GP or a spell that is your PC plus 1.
Does that have to be off the wizard spell list?
Nope.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
No, it doesn't have to be off wizard.
Okay.
That may change in the future once somebody breaks something too harshly, but
Cool.
for now, yeah, no.
Sleep as much as we can through the night then.
Yep, y'all sleep pretty well.
Alrighty. In the morning or dawn or whenever we wake up, Cal's just gonna get up and go first thing check on his horse.
Alright. As you
See if he's still there.
as you run down, you see that the bartender is still on his shift. The musician is as well, and there's still one adventure in the room. But that is it. As you run out and go check on your horse.
Will I notice him getting up?
Make a perception. What's your passive perception?
12.
Yeah. I mean, you could hear him stirring.
Salazar will follow him.
Okay.
Is this still really foggy outside or?
Yes, it is still really foggy outside.
Okay. Well, as he is actually, Cal's gonna be preparing for a mission, so he's actually gonna like untie Tech, take out his lance and kind of equip it, and actually mount him and try to head back like to the inn to regroup. And then he'll notice Salazar, be like, Yes. Can I help you again?
I thought we were just getting started on an adventure or something.
Yes. This is just how I prepare for whatever lies ahead.
Yeah, so I
Uh,
figured I'd follow you.
Yeah, I'm going to be making my way back to the inn. Well, we seem to be a while away, maybe just a few minutes. I guess you could come with me as well, back to the rest of the group, so we can start our adventure. If you'd like to hop on text back.
All right, he'll awkwardly do that because I don't think he's ever ridden a horse.
Cal will help him up.
Okay, I was about to say, if you're not gonna help him up, roll an athletic, or yeah. But with the help action,
And-
you can get up. He'll lift you up onto it.
I mean, Cal's writing. He's very uncomfortable because he doesn't know what the hell Sal's all about. Salazar's all about. But he's focused on the mission, and as of right now, he's a crew member. He'll ride back to the inn with Tech.
Sweet.
Salazar.
So unless anybody else
Yeah.
wants to do anything in the morning, I'd say when y'all got back, the rest of the group is awake and stirring or meeting in front of the inn.
I do want to head to the general store while everyone's getting ready.
Cool. So I'll say you did talk to the barkeep to ask exactly where that is, and it's just exactly across the road.
Is there a resource somewhere that like states the GP cost of spells? Because I'm not seeing anything on D&D Beyond.
The GP cost of spells?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think typically many people sell spells.
Right. I'm just gonna stick to like first, second level then.
Okay. Yeah. Typically, it's just you're either taught them or learn them from books.
Cool. Could I take this same spell twice on tattoos?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, are you asking like for the GP price for spells like on your skin?
Yes.
Okay, no, yeah, that's why the spell is just your it can just be your PC level +1. Because they don't really cost. There's not really a cost thing for spells. But there is a
it
spell
will be
table.
cast at. I see.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. So
So like you can't take fly because I think it's like a 4th or a 5th level spell. Well, okay, so you could because you're level 3, but
Oh shit, that's awesome.
yeah, you couldn't take like power word kill.
All right. Well, Cal's ready to go. Wherever everybody else is.
So, as for the sake of not dragging everybody into a new map, I'm just gonna say you enter in the general store, and there's a lady standing in there with a guy behind the counter as well. Early morning conversation. And they see you stroll in and go, "Oh, ho, ho, howdy! How may I help you out today?"
Well, fine morning to y'all. I'd like to buy about 2 weeks worth of rations.
Oh, 2 weeks! You must be traveling! Where are you going?
A little place called the Forest of Death.
Oh. You might need more than 2 weeks of rations there, son. And he starts packing up some rations for you. Yes.
I'm sure we can find something along the way to make do.
Oh, you better. You know, there's a lot of people traveling for glory over there nowadays, and you know, to me, I mean, maybe if I had a son who could bring me glory, and he'll like slide a look over to the woman behind the counter, and but I don't, alas, and I think it's a fool's mission for a man my age. And he'll finish packing up the rations and go, oh, that'll bring you to just about, let's see, 20 silver.
All right. He'll hand over the 20 silver and thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and several weeks. I suppose.
Oh, you too. Be safe in your travels, young one.
Why, thank you. I will do my best. He's gonna head back to the inn.
Cool.
To meet up with everyone.
Perfect. Alright, so as y'all meet up,
Cal's waiting.
Cal's waiting.
Galahad will be there.
Same.
Alright, so as y'all meet up, y'all travel to the beginning of the road, and there you see your wonderful business partner, Mullets, waiting at the house on the left. And as y'all roll up, he goes, hi. And you can tell he's still a little bit shaken up over his travels, although his clothes and weapons have been a little bit more restored. They're still not the best quality, like some of yours, but he's making do with what he has. Yes, I guess we should get started out. So here I have sort of a map, and he's going to show y'all the map of Abiyala. However, there is a dotted path from Dre, and then X, and then there's one this way. It goes all the way down to here, and there's another X up here, but this one continues on. And then here, they've marked a circle. And it literally is just a rudimentary, like, not really landmarks, just the path that they thought they took and the destination they arrived at.
Cool.
Yes, and so we, I think the first group tried to go across, and, you know, that's the more dangerous route, so we didn't hear from them again, really. And we went above the corridor. There's some nasty pirates and...
I mean, okay, sorry.
What?
Yep, you're good now. Yep.
Oh, yeah. There's some nasty pirates and bandits that tend to blockade the corridor up there and keep treasures for themselves. And then we traveled south across another unknown river. Maybe it's the River of Death still, we don't quite know. To the temple in the desert.
Well, sounds like we got quite a hike in front of us.
Yes. I don't know how prepared y'all are, but there aren't any stores past the River of Death. So if we need to find a new place to go, I've never been that way, so it could be dangerous. But there is the outpost in the Clear Sky tribe to the south.
And how?
If we chose like the south, like direction, I guess we would. That's the only way we get the outpost, or
Yeah, so the outpost is down here at this green mark.
oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah, y'all would literally have to go south and then go across.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to get to the temple, we'd be following this, right?
So y'all could go either way. This route, you're safer for longer, and then you just have to figure out, like, in which direction y'all are from the temple. Whereas if you go this way, it's a shorter route, but equally or more dangerous because you're in the unknown lands for longer. This one's the safest route to cross the river, which is called the River of Death, but you have the longest way to go in the Forest of Death. So, this way is the most direct. You just have to cross the River of Death. This way you miss the Forest of Death, or River of Death, but you go through the Forest of Death. Either way, you have to do the Forest of Death, but this way you do both, but it's the least amount of Forest of Death.
Just for clarity's sake, Galahad's vote would be to go through this direction.
How do you draw that?
The measuring tool, and then just turn off snapping when you're hovering over it.
Yeah. It's up in your left-hand corner. It's great for maps that actually do feet distance. This one's not, but
cool.
because you know.
Yeah, it's really useful in combat.
Yeah. Especially to measure spells,
cool.
so like you can see how far away certain enemies are if your spell or attack's gonna hit.
Go ahead.
I'm still I'm trying to think what Cal would do because he heard about like pirates and treasure up here, and he likes to fight and also get treasure.
Yeah, Strombo's definitely gonna be in the camp of go rob the robbers. Go take out the pirates, take all their treasure, because that's not the treasure they were asked to bring back.
Something
But-
you can pocket without any moral ambiguity.
we're stealing what was already stolen. It just works out like that. Oh, that would be Cal's vote to go north, take the long way around.
Harry would also want to go towards the pirates because they're anti-help.
Yeah, they got the corridor blocked.
Harry's like moral compass and how he views the world is beautiful. I love it.
I love it.
Salazar will ask, "What's a pirate?" Because I don't think he knows what a pirate is.
People who are on boats who like to do evil.
Would Salazar know what a boat is if he lived under the mountain his
No,
whole life?
he would not.
What's a boat?
A leaf on the river that people can ride on. So a giant leaf.
Salazar's eyes will open wide.
Oh my god.
I'll have to show you sometime, buddy.
Our path of knowledge warlock needs everything.
After the cave. After the cave, though.
I think, okay, look, I understand that, but I'm gonna vote for this route because it doesn't matter what planet I'm on, the hypotenuse of a triangle is gonna be shorter than the sum of the length of the edges.
Yeah. I think that splits us 2 for this one and then 3 for the safer route. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This is totally up to y'all.
So I think we'll just
Maybe
do the safer route.
majority vote.
Yep.
So I guess north it is.
Sweet. So
Nice.
as you tell Mullets that you're debating traveling the north, he nods his head as this is the way that he took and thought was the wisest decision. And he goes, well, it's about 2.5 days travel to the corridor, and another 5, maybe more if we have troubles through the marshes, to the temple. So I guess we better head out. And he like,
Salazar's
Absolutely.
First, I've heard that we might need digging tools. Because pirates like to have buried treasure, I've heard.
I mean, I guess I was more concerned with living, but if y'all want to look for treasure, then fine. And he kind of takes some more breaths to steel himself.
How do you
Cal
bury
will look
any-
to.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Cal will look to Harry and say, "Well, if it's shovels we need, I'm sure the pirates will have them that we could take off of them." Wink, wink. And then, yeah, go ahead, Salazar.
I don't understand.
was talking,
How
I'm
do you
sorry.
bury anything in a leaf?
Just because they go ride on a leaf doesn't mean they always are on the leaf. The leaf sometimes comes to the shore and then it floats back off.
I think your explanation is poor. I'm gonna have to look at them myself.
I've never seen one before. I've only seen them in books, so I'm trying it the best I can.
Your effort is commendable.
Hey, was that still about like the description of boats?
What was that? What happened?
What is happening?
So while it's just kind of like gonna confusedly start walking in the direction that he took the last time. And since he kind of knows where he's going, I'm not going to make y'all do directional nature checks. But there will still be. So typically, when I do travel, and any sort of the sort, if you are not familiar with the area, you have to make survival checks or nature checks to keep going in the correct direction. If you lose track of the sun or any sort of navigational feat, you can kind of stray off your path and it will take you longer to get there. I'll still make you do perception checks for enemies and some survival stuff, just depending on the terrain. In the plains, there's not going to be as much survival checks, maybe some more towards the night for some of the dangerous areas. But yeah, so as y'all travel on your way, is there anything that you're going to want to do while traveling on your first day ahead of time, like while you're traveling?
Don't think so.
No, I got nothing.
Sweet.
I got nothing either.
Harry would just do a little prayer before he would head off on his adventure.
Perfect. Alright, so with that, y'all start heading out. As y'all walk out through the day, y'all travel for the first hour, the second hour. The heat starts to rise across the course of the day, and a lot of the mist starts to dissipate as y'all head into the plains. Here, there's some rolling hills, but it's mostly just high grass, very yellow, almost beautiful and hypnotizing as the sun kind of gleams off of it and the dew. And I will get y'all to roll a D100 for luck, whoever wants to roll for the party.
54.
54.
Nice.
Alright, so y'all continue on through the day. Not much really going on. Y'all are getting closer to this first little, it helps if I'm using the right thing, first little like dip in the bay up here. As evening is kind of incurring, as evening hits, you know, the reds and the oranges kind of reflect more off of the high grass. Is there anything that y'all want to note or look around for or do?
When we are at a high point of elevation,
Mhm.
Harry would cast Thaumaturgy and say, "Is anybody out there to help? I'm here to help."
Cool.
So I basically just make my voice 3 times as loud and booming and like when I'm at a high elevation. It's just what he would do. I know it's not the smartest of plans, but
The DM rolled 2 D100s. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So there is no response. Instead of rolling them individually, I just rolled them together because it adds it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so there's no response from that. And then I'm going to have y'all roll me think I'm gonna do another luck check. Y'all aren't quite in the area that needs a survival check just yet. I also do.
So it was D100 again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do luck checks for most like encounters that are other than like stagnant encounters, just as chance things that you could run into. I'll do them twice a day. One for like the morning and day type encounters, and one for like the evening night type encounters.
Okay. 77. 7.
Okay. Sweet. So with that, y'all continue on through the day. It's continually getting later in the day. Y'all approach the little nook of land into the bay, and have to decide if y'all are going to look for some place to stay the night soon, or if y'all are going to continue on through the night, because it is probably about 2 hours from dusk.
Still just unnaturally foggy.
No, the fog wore off like 2 hours into your travel.
Are there,
Oh,
are
okay.
there any
Yeah.
caves nearby
Y'all are
that we can see?
currently not near like any areas that would have caves. Y'all are kind of like walking through like grasslands.
Okay.
But if y'all chose to approach the coast a little closer, or like sleep near the coast, y'all might could look for some.
Well, buddy, I guess we might go cave hunting.
Honestly, I'd rather stay on path instead of go to the coast, cave or not.
Yeah, it would be like an hour-ish detour, so like y'all could still make it while it's light out. But y'all would have to go like straight north for an hour.
Galahad finds it wise to stay on the path that was predetermined for us.
Salazar will also stay on the path.
I'll stay on the path.
And are y'all
Yeah,
gonna look?
I'm gonna
Keep
stay on the path too.
keeping his eyes out for a nice place to camp.
Cool. So as y'all look for a place to camp, everybody individually make me a perception check.
Ooh. Oh wait, roll it
That's
twice.
twice, my bad.
Yeah, you're good. It would have been nice though.
Ah.
18 is the best we got.
Yep, 18. So Galahad, and Galahad alone, is gonna notice. Like I said, the coast is about an hour-ish away. So it kind of catches Galahad as odd that he would see some reflective light coming off of something a little distance away, kind of low down in the grass.
Would it be something that I could reasonably walk to in a short amount of time?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too far away at all. It's not like a half an hour or anything. I mean, it's fairly close. You just caught like a glint of sun reflecting off of something in the grass, off a little bit, off a ways.
Anyone else by chance see that little source of light over there? And he'll like point in the direction of it.
We see it once he points it out.
Yeah, I'd say you can all see it. I mean, it's kind of moving just a little bit. It's not staying exactly still.
Well, I'll kind of squint my eyes, or Cal will squint his eyes, I should say, and just respond. Yes. What is that?
I'm not quite sure. Do you all think it is unwise to go see what that was?
Well,
It does
looks
not
like
seem very far
moving.
away.
I think if we don't see what it is, it might come see what we are.
Galahad will like point his finger in the air and like almost as if to say like good idea, but he won't actually say anything, and he'll just start walking towards it.
Time time to go see, I guess, as Harry points up and starts flying. And then looks at, see if he can, like, see what it is from an angle now.
Alright. So,
As we're traveling to it, Cal's gonna take Tech and kind of go a little bit in front of Galahad, just kind of be like the front line in case something happens. I mean, he doesn't say anything though.
okay.
Strombo's just gonna follow pretty casually.
So
I would say I'm probably 40 feet up in the air.
Alright, so if you're 40 feet up in the air, Harry, go ahead and give me an investigation check real quick. I know that's typically when people ask for it, but 5, okay. So yeah, and the grass is pretty tall, and you still just see like a little bit of reflecting bit coming from inside the grass. As y'all get closer, you hear shouts start to get louder and louder.
As soon as Galahad heard the shouting, he would probably stop and start to like hunker down in the grass a bit.
Okay. Are you still moving forward or just like completely stopping?
I would be moving forward, but much more slowly.
Okay.
Cal's on a horse, so he can't really do that. So he's gonna slow his roll a little bit, but he's gonna keep moving forward.
All right. So as y'all
Are
get,
there trees like nearby, or is it pretty much grasslands?
there are 3 rocks, 3 big boulders. It's not a rock; it's a boulder.
I guess I would probably try to stick close to the boulder as I get closer to.
Okie dokie. So as you approach the boulder, y'all can start to see some figures. I'm gonna move y'all over here in a second. Okay. And they seem to be in some sort of an argument. And the glare that you can see is a few of the men have pulled out their weapons. So you can arrange yourselves how you're ordered. I just know y'all are around the. But these men seem to be in a pretty deep argument.
I lost the ability to select myself again.
Yeah, I need to change it in your actual settings thing. But it won't let me open it at this current moment. Okay. Y'all should be good.
Can we overhear their argument, or can we just tell that they're arguing and not much beyond that?
At this moment, you could just tell that they're arguing. Their voices are a little muffled. They're not like arguing, like shouting very, very loud, but you could tell like their voices are heated, like on the verge of shouting, just about shouting.
Got it.
How dark is it?
It is about 2 hours away from dusk.
Well, Cal's gonna hear the shouting. He's gonna kind of ready himself up a little bit, but not like threatening. He's just gonna kind of slowly approach with Tech.
All right. So as you approach,
See what happens.
all of these men turn towards you. And the last word that you get to hear before they all stop silent and divulge their attention to yours is 40-20.
40-20.
40-20.
Does that have any like special meaning, or would I know anything like besides just like making a deal? I guess.
Yeah, I mean that could be your best guess.
Okay.
But that's about all you hear, and then like they go oddly silent, and then all just stare at you.
I'll just keep approaching slowly with tech, still kind of at a somewhat ready stance just in case. And I'll just kind of call out to them. Uh, Greetings. Did not mean to interrupt anything that you were, any discussion you were having. We saw some glint of light along our path, and we came to investigate. Apologize if I've messed anything up.
Wait, who are you? Who do you work for?
My name is Kaladin. We were put on a job from the regent of these lands.
Oh, he's from the Regent, boys. That's a nice looking horse you have.
Yes, it is, and he is mine. It's like threatening voice.
Yours, eh? I don't know. I don't know any Regent that owns these parts. And it's specifically this big guy talking, as they all shift around a little bit. All of their weapons still out, by the way. They were out when you approached, but
Right. Well, Cal is getting a little bit more anxious. He readies himself a little bit more just in case. And he's actually gonna start backing up a little bit, like with tech. And he'll just keep backing up, not saying anything unless these guys stop him for some reason.
they're not gonna stop you, but they are gonna kind of inch forward along with you. And he goes, "No, where are you going? From the Regent. We have to send him our regards."
I was gonna say, I have no business with you men.
Can I insight check to just see how much malice they're putting behind that statement?
Yeah, go for it.
I think that rolled. Yeah.
At a 13. You can tell, like, there's malice behind it, but, like, it's more of, like, these are lawless lands, and they're kind of, like, mocking the Regent's power.
Okay, but from what I can tell, they're not about to start swinging right now.
No, not right now. They're giving y'all
Okay.
a shit hard time, though.
Got it.
Well, you know, guys, generally a gift is the best way to send your regards to a regent, and I can make sure it gets to him just fine.
Oh, I bet you could. Do we have a gift for him, boys? And you'll see one of the guys with a bow knock an arrow. And it's, oh, I think we do.
All right. Well, Cal's gonna ready himself then.
Galahad casts Shatter in this radius.
Okay.
Nice.
Cast it.
Oh! Oh my God! Almost max roll on that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That is half damage on a successful save.
Yeah, none of them saved successfully except for the big guy.
Nice. Oh my God, that's awesome.
So that's actually just gonna... He's gonna go, now you've done it. Everybody roll for initiative.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I love my initiative,
it.
that's for sure. Give him another one, Galahad.
Yeah.
I mean, can I fit him in that? Hold on. That would be really funny. I can just barely not get all four of them down here.
If you could take out the minions, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. What is? Oh wow! Depending on how you measure it, I might be able to just get all four of them, but
Hey, show's all yours, friend.
So
I think I also
you do
Yeah,
go
okay.
first.
Oh, or yeah, okay.
yeah, I also catch Cal in that, and I don't think it distinguishes between like friend and foe.
It does not.
Each creature. Yeah.
If it was just me, I wouldn't care, but I got a horse to care about.
Mm-hmm.
And horses
mean,
are
you can-
mad squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have something else I could do though.
I think Harry DC'd from
Yeah, I think
Roll
you did.
20.
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm not seeing him.
We can pause for a second and wait for him to.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go grab
good.
some cough drops.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna go put my dinner plate away.
Oh, my character is not in the turn order. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Which is so sorry. Who was talking just now?
It was Kaladin.
Kaladin. Okay.
In the little turn order thing.
Yeah, you're 6. You just have to scroll down. Or you have a 6 initiative.
Okay.
You're the last one so far.
Nice. Great, I'm gonna lose my horse the first freaking episode. I
Salazar
did
will
actually have a question about that, but I can wait till like after.
Yeah, I mean, or if, while we're waiting, I mean, you could ask it, or we could private. It doesn't matter. You could wait till after if you want to.
Well, being like a Legion writer, I know I think it was 5th. I get like call beast or locate beast or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if my horse dies, is he just gone, or can I just go find another one?
You can find another one, but it's not easy.
All right.
Like at that point, it would be the find your own like portion of that class,
Okay, I gotcha.
and you would have to re-establish a bond.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want this horse to die. Even though he likes to somewhat run away or sometimes run away, but yeah, I still like this guy.
Oh, is that why you keep checking up on him?
Yeah. It's just background reasons.
Dude, Salazar will take a bullet for your horse.
Nice. Oh, didn't trust Salazar again.
But you don't know that.
No.
Is everything set back up or?
I think we might still be waiting on somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, hey. Okay. Yeah, if you'll roll for initiative really quick.
Welcome back. Time to die.
Yeah, welcome back.
No. He's gone again.
He rolled a 1.
He did like PM me saying he had some PC difficulties, but
I guess you could say Harry isn't here.
too bad he's not here for that joke.
Well, you can check the VOD and see it.
Because I'm like, I don't want to like backtrack if he rolls a high initiative, but I
Right.
could just roll him a lower initiative. I feel like that's a little bad though.
Well, he's in voice. You there?
No, I think his whole
Are you here, Harry?
I think his whole PC is up and down, or his internet, one of the two.
Can you just roll initiative off of his sheet?
Yeah, I could do that.
Or
Yeah, probably just NPC him until he gets back.
Let me go to the campaign instead of the
I
encounter.
think we're missing initiative from someone else too.
I think it's just Harry. We have Kaladin, Salazar, Strombo, Galahad.
Oh, I don't see Kaladin for some reason.
Yeah, on the turn order thing. But I know I'm a 6, but I don't know if it like update as we go through. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's what I was. No valid token was. That's...
The life cleric just cast bless. Will be fine.
Oh, and I gotta roll one for mullets too, so that's fine. And turn. 19. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Bullets, my man.
Alright, so. Oh, goodness. Alright, so I guess I can't NPC him. We'll go ahead and get started if he doesn't mind. Not that I could really ask at the moment, but...
I'm back, by the way.
Oh, sweet, okay.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Here's back. So I rolled off
Sorry
your...
about. That's my bad.
Oh, you're fine. I rolled off your character sheet for your initiative, and you rolled a 19. So it'll be Mullets, Galahad, and then Harry. So Mullets is going to fire off with his bow. And the first one is going to miss. He's aiming for the big guy. He's talking some smack. And the second one's going to hit for 9 damage.
Nice.
The thief's going to retort, "Oh, you're supposed to be the one with the gifts." With that, it's going to be Galahad's turn.
I don't know about any gifts we're supposed to be passing off to you, friend, but I do have these. And we'll Scorching Ray in order first, second, third.
Okay. It's that's damage, is it just a hit?
Those are the rolls to hit.
Okay. So the first one's gonna hit, the second one's gonna miss, and the third one's just gonna hit.
Cool. So this one gets hit with the 11, and this one gets hit with the 5.
Okay. Let me go back to my encounters. It's at 5. Okay. Cool.
And then he'll kind of like shimmy back a little bit. And that's my turn.
Sweet. And that will bring it to Harry's turn.
As I'm hovering right beside the rock, I will hover like horizontally and put my legs against the rock and push off. And move over here and cast Inflict Wounds on this guy.
Sweet.
Oh my god. Big guns.
Got them thunder thighs.
Oh, I hit twice again, my bad.
You're good. So you hit 18, which will hit. And then I guess the 16 is the necrotic damage.
I think the 18 is the damage, and then the 24 is the roll.
Okay, okay. So that will knock this guy out.
That's strange that it put the damage first.
Yeah, because it says
Yeah.
necrotic
that's
under it.
weird.
I think he when he rolled it twice, like the top
Yeah,
part
I
just
think-
got cut off.
I think the top part might have got cut off.
We don't know what like
twice.
the first hit is.
Huh.
That's cool. We can just use the second one then. We'll call it a glitch. These guys aren't the biggest, baddest of the dudes. Cool. So then it's yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, never mind.
Okay. So our big thug over here is gonna move forward and go, "You won't give me a horse? I'll show you don't give me the horse." And he's gonna make an attack on Cal. Can I just do this from here? Yes. Okay. So on the first attack, he rolls a 6 to hit. Second is a 24 to hit. And the third is a 13 to hit.
The second one definitely hits.
Cool. So that's 9 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And that's gonna end his turn. And then one of his buddies is gonna run up. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is going to make an attack. It's a 16 to hit.
Sorry, what was it again?
A 16 to hit.
That misses.
Cool. This guy here is gonna shoot at Strombo.
Oh, thank you so much.
Because he
So
has a
funny.
bow and arrow, or a light crossbow, and he sees a flying thing. That's a 7 to hit.
That won't do it.
I won't do it. Shocker. And then our friend here is going to run up and try to take revenge on all of his fallen comrades. It's a 5 to hit.
I will miss, surprisingly.
Sweet.
Wow.
Wow. That will bring it to Salazar's turn.
You look like you could use some help over here. But I'm not gonna help you with this guy. Salazar's gonna cast Crown of Magic.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure I understand the thought process. I trust your deduction, my friend.
And you're casting that on this guy right here?
No, on the big guy.
So that he'll save.
Well, looks like I'm not helping anybody.
No. Man.
Salazar
Sometimes
got
it
the
be like
saddest
that.
art.
Sometimes it do. Strombo,
Oh,
that brings
that's-
it to you, bud. What?
All right.
Unless you
Nothing.
have
I
more.
was just gonna say I ended my turn.
Okay,
'cause,
cool. I wait for a
Alright.
generous pause and then I'll go.
All right. Strombo's gonna stroll up to the big man here. How tall is he?
He is a towering 7'1".
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Awesome. I'm punching this man in his kneecaps.
Sweet. Go for it.
All right.
Woo!
Ooh.
That's gonna hit.
That's a big
Wow.
punch.
For 8 damage straight to the kneecaps.
8 damage to the kneecaps. Just his kneecaps though, right? The rest of him doesn't take
Just his
damage.
kneecaps.
Yeah.
That'll bring him down to size.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna punch the other one.
So he's going to parry that one.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed.
And that's just gonna be my whole turn.
Sweet. Brings it back to Kaladin.
Yeah. For some reason, my guy didn't show up on the turn order. Anyway, I'm gonna use my big old lance, and I'm gonna try to attack the big guy.
Go bow it. $16.
16,
So that will hit.
and then damage. And damage.
9 damage. Cool.
And then as my bonus action, I will use Second Wind just to heal back up. Let me try to find that. There it is. I don't know if that's gonna show up. It is.
Sick.
Nice.
Cool.
6 HP. Brings me back to 28. And that's it. That's all I got.
Sweet. I'll bring it to Mullets' turn. Who is again going to attack with his longbow. And his tokens aren't working. Did y'all get your token actions to work? Just curious.
My token's been behaving.
Yeah, mine's been fine.
I've been using mine from Beyond 20.
Yeah, me too.
I got
Me
you.
too.
Well, like,
Thanks, but,
mine are
been
NPCs,
using-
Same here.
so they should have, like, token actions, like, where I select the token and, like, the actions pop up.
Mhm.
'Cause I
Okay.
don't want to have 20 NPC sheets open.
I've been using the Roll20 sheet, but
Okay.
not like the only thing that shows up when I click my token is like the overlay settings and the 3 bars or whatever.
I gotcha. Cool. So only one of his attacks hit, and he's attacking the big guy. That'll do 7 damage. And that will bring it back to Galahad.
Magic missile on the big guy. And I think even at level 1 I get 3 shots, right?
You do.
Cool.
Hit me with those D4.
Nice. Not bad.
Not bad at all. 8, 9, 10, 11. So the big dude's looking real messed up.
And
He's gonna say, y'all are gonna get this for this.
I will shuffle around this boy in front of me. Actually, just to there.
Okay. And that's gonna bring it back to the big chief, who's gonna turn to Strombo and say, You're the one the message. You're the one that
Wait.
said the message. What?
Isn't it my turn? Or
Oh, yep, it is Harry's. Sorry, Gal had moved. And that was, yeah.
don't worry about it. I'm gonna just fly in and just mace attack.
Hit me. Don't, but
Hit me with your best shot.
yeah. Don't, but do. So a 13 is not gonna hit. So he's still doing fine.
And then that'll be my turn.
Sweet. That will bring it to the big guy. He's gonna turn to Strombo and say, You're the one who the gift is for. And he is going to attack Strombo. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen, but that's fine. Whew. So the first attack's for 19, 4 slashing damage. And then second attack is a crit.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. which is 8 damage. I rolled a nat 1 on the crit. That's fun.
Nice.
And then the last attack
11.
is a 13.
A little bit of solace.
Well, that one at least doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Ouch. Around.
And that will be the captain. This guy over here is going to take an attack at Harry because he's the one that's easiest to see and attack for him with the crossbow. It's an 8 to hit. Which I believe you'll be fine with.
Yeah, that'll miss, obviously.
Yeah. This guy right here is going to attack. Kaladin, that's a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Finally, this guy, still on his vengeance path for his friends, will attack Galahad.
No.
And that's an 8 to hit. Man,
Almost.
the dry spell has begun.
Right?
And most of them are rolling real bad.
They are.
Tomorrow.
Oof. Alright, so yep, that brings it back to Salazar's turn.
All right. I'll move here. And I'll move past this guy.
Okay, you're going to take an
And
opportunity
provoke?
attack.
Yeah.
It's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
4 damage.
All right. I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke on him.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You thought I was Salazar Smooth Brain, but I'm Salazar Big Brain.
That's gonna.
Well,
My
that's just-
God.
Yeah, he's
This rebuke does that much damage?
he's
Oh, yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Hellish
Holy
Rebuke
shite.
Hellish
Nice.
Rebuke refuses to fuck around.
And that's my reaction. So I'm gonna swing my great club at the big guy.
It's gonna miss.
All right. Well, you can't
Ah.
win them all.
Yeah, you were impaired by the rest of your team members who are currently surrounding and beating the living shit out of the captain. Didn't want to hit any of them, with your giant club.
Especially not my horse.
Your new friend's horse, yeah.
I'm done.
Strumbo.
All right, he's gonna look this big man in the. Honestly, probably closer to his chest. He's not gonna strain his neck too bad. Say, listen. Ever heard the phrase "Don't shoot the messenger"? I'm just supposed to transport gifts, so I'm gonna have to return your last one to you. And he's gonna punch him. Boy, I'm just on a roll tonight, aren't I?
Yeah. So as you send out the first punch, he grabs your fist, and he goes, "Your hit radius isn't too big, little one."
All right, I'm gonna burn a key point, and I'm gonna flurry of blows this man. So
Fucking
there's
shit,
the
he's
first.
gonna
Send it. Ah, yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Nice.
So let's see.
Holy
And
shit.
is it 2 rolls or just flat double damage for a crit?
It's 2 rolls.
Alrighty. Just take 4 off of that, because boy. So 9 on the crit. Does the 16 hit?
The 16 does not hit.
Okay, well, he takes 9 damage then.
Sweet. So this dude takes the 9 damage, drops to his knees, and is about still towering over you, but looks down in your eyes. He goes, "That was a little better." That's gonna be the end of your turn, Kaladin. You're
Yep,
up.
it is.
Well, if this guy's on his knees, I'm going to take advantage of that and still poke my lance at him. Oh God, never mind. I won't.
So you weren't expecting him to drop to his knees quite that fast, and
Like
being
go
on,
go over his head.
yeah, on top of your horse, you're just a little too high to go straight down.
Almost hit Harry, but catch myself. That's all I got.
Sweet. Just gonna bring it to Mullets. He's kind of stuck at the moment, so he's gonna move over here for. Oh no, he could shoot. He'll shoot this guy. This is the one that my thing's not working.
Nice.
So one of those is gonna hit. 10 damage. And that's gonna bring it to Galahad's turn.
Galahad is going to, put away his fucking ruler. Walk up a few steps and cast Witch Bolts on the archer. Wow.
That's 20.
It's 20.
Yeah. So 18 lightning damage, and also there's now a beam of crackling lightning connecting the two of. Oh no, he's just fucking dead.
Yeah, he's just fucking dead.
His head explodes.
Exactly.
And with that, he will just point at the last one here, and that's just going to be the end of his turn.
Sweet.
My God, he's pointing.
He pointed down. Excuse me.
All right, Harry. It's
May you atone for your mistakes, and he'll cast Sacred Flame.
Nice damage.
is,
Max roll, actually.
So with that, it's just a little bit of strength left. The bandit thief is gonna look up and smile and kind of roll out of the way of your sacred flame. Well, I guess it's a save, right? So he still takes half.
No.
Not on Sacred Flame,
Not
no.
on sacred flame. Okay, cool,
Cantrip.
Non-Sacred Flame, yeah.
I did see Dex save, so I was like, does he? No, we're good. Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
Sweet. Just brings it to the big guy. The big guy's gonna kind of spit and cough up blood as he's rolling on the ground. And go, well, one of you's coming with me. As in you. He's gonna put at Kaladin and your stupid horse.
Oh, not the horse. Hit me, not him.
So he goes for the first two attacks of the scimitar. He goes for your legs, trying to knock you off the horse. So he hits the 8 and the 18.
Okay, the 18 hits.
And the last one, out of spite, as you don't fall, as he's swinging his big sword, he's gonna slam his dagger right into your horse
Oh.
for 5 damage.
Oh, God. Not tack. How much damage do I take?
4.
Or was that... Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't hit with the 8, but he hits with the 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, he hit tech. Kaladin is severely pissed off.
And then that brings it to this guy, who's gonna turn around and point right back at Galahad, run forward.
Galahad smiles ear to ear.
He's gonna take his attack. It's a 15
That hits.
for 2 damage. And he's gonna smile right back at you. Which brings it to Salazar.
All right. I don't actually have anything in melee other than club. But I have this.
Bonk. Bonk. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Who are you going for?
The big guy.
The big guy, finish him.
All right. Well, Salazar, for whatever reason, has Thorn Whip because he knows a lot of things. He doesn't exactly know how he knows them, but a book or thorn, a vine of thorns will come out of his book and wrap around the big guy, and Salazar will be like, "Here, read this," and then the book will slam into the guy's face.
Nice.
Slams into his face. His eyes roll back. Blood pouring out of his ears and mouth. Falls to the ground wrapped in thorns.
That's what I call a good read.
It's what happens when you know too much.
That brings it to Strombo's turn.
A flashy attack, partner, but your one-liners could use some work.
You give lessons.
It's really something you learn on the job. He's gonna walk over here, and he's gonna give this man the old 1-2. 1-2.
Nice.
I assume only the second one hits.
It does. The first one, you can kind of see. Cool. So the first one kind of hits him sort of in his leather armor. Doesn't do very much. The second one, you get a good beam on his chin while he's staring down Galahad. Bring it to Kaladin.
All right. Oh, the guy that stabbed his horse is dead. He'll take that as fulfillment enough, and he'll turn to the last guy and hopefully just stab him in the back with his lance. Ugh. 15.
That'll do it.
Let's see what we got here. 8.
8. So as he was staring at Galahad, he gets stabbed in the back and turns around. He goes, "We had something here. Y'all couldn't let us finish this."
I got nothing.
Should bring it to Mullets' turn. He's gonna move over here. And he's gonna say, "Wow, this is severely easier with you guys. Last time we struggled during any of the bandits." Wow. Good typing
That's a hell of a hit.
I know, right? Woo. Typing skills.
I was scared for a second. That was like some type of luck roll.
I thought it was damage, and I was terrified.
It's gonna be 16. So Mullets is gonna say that, saunter over, and casually put 2 arrows in this guy's head,
Nice.
putting him out of commission as well.
As this dude starts to slump over, Galahad will just be like, "You seek to mirror Galahad's motions. Well, Galahad does not blame you, but you do not seem fit for the part."
And he doesn't respond because he's dead.
He's got a couple arrows in the face.
Yeah.
So how's the horse look? Does it look like it's just like a little flesh wound, or will it still be like fine?
You got hit for 5, right?
Yeah, 5.
Well, he's at 14. I mean, he's definitely got a good puncture wound on him. Al's gonna dismount and kind of take a look at it as well.
Horse is in better shape than I am.
Yeah. I could tend to our friend here.
Don't worry, little horsey, you'll be fine. I don't know why I cast it out second level though. That's my bad.
I mean, if you want to
I
cast
appreciate-
it first, you can. But
I appreciate the max heals there.
I would say I probably would use first level and not second level though.
yeah, hit it. If you want to roll the first level, you can.
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't realize those two different buttons.
You got a +7 to your healing word, Jesus.
Life cleric.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Fun stuff.
Who was that on again?
Your
Horsey.
The horse. Nice. Yep, he's looking awesome.
Well, now that my job here is done, let me go do it a good check. And he'll fly up to like 50 feet and just do a scan to see if there's anyone around.
Sweet. So make a perception check for me. Yeah, no, nothing. It's pretty dark-ish now. I mean, it's still almost 2 hours out from dusk, but the sky is kind of getting that reddish, purplish tint to it, and it's tending to be the same color as how the grass is. It's kind of like yellow with some red tints to it. Everything kind of blends in all together, making it hard to see.
Hey guys, I saw something. It's sunset.
What is it?
Other than that, I think we're all clear.
Oh, okay.
Did any of these guys have a bedroll on them?
No bedrolls. They don't seem to have like a lot of supplies on them per se. It seems like they traveled out here very shortly for some sort of meeting or to accomplish some sort of task, and then travel back to wherever they were going.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really any survival equipment on them, just weapons and a few like fanny packs, sacks.
Harry would grab all the bodies and put them next to the rock and then burn them.
Wait, didn't one of them say something about a message or something?
I think that was just.
Everyone loots
like-
them. Obviously, he would wait to make because he wouldn't even check. He doesn't care. He just wants to burn them.
Nice.
Huh?
As for the like the message part, I think that was just from what Kaladin said, that we work for the Regent.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that had any like special meaning.
Don't you guys know everyone deserves a good rest? You don't want your soul linger.
Just as a point of clarity, they did single out Strombo, and was he the one to tell him that we worked for the Regent?
No, I was the one
Ca-
to say we could always deliver a gift for him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Cal was the one that said they worked for the Regent.
What's the NPC's name again? Mullet?
Yeah, mullets.
Hey, Mullet, you know why these guys hate the Regent?
Well, my guess is they're lawless, so
No.
typically they would hate any
No.
sort of powerful government figure.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Yes,
Tell you
they
what,
hate the
it's
Regent
right.
because the Regent scammed them
Scam.
under the name Duke Wellington.
Oh, I don't. I'm pretty knowledgeable being, a spy. I don't think I've ever heard
I think you work for a fraud, if I'm to be frank with you.
a fraud.
Yes.
Oh goodness. I've never heard of him being a fraud. I've kind of devoted my life to spying for him, and you'd think I would
Yes.
know some
it's-
information, being a confidential spy. But
Um,
You need help. You need backup.
yes, Harry can help you.
Okay.
I only lost 5 gold to Duke Wellington, but you've lost your entire life. I will weep for you.
cast hold person. I'm here to help.
Oh,
what-
no.
What's going on? Why can't I do?
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh god. I knew this would happen. I just got back. I just got back. I survived.
Look, I have no idea what he's doing, but he's a very helpful guy. So
Al's gonna go over to Harry and just like release this man immediately.
Okie doke. I'm just here to help. release.
Galahad will put a hand on Salazar's shoulder. Like, well, I don't necessarily trust the Regent. I don't think he'd stoop so low as to hide his own identity. He seemed very confident in who he was.
it was a good act, I'll tell you that.
Molets is gonna get some very good distance between you and go, "What's going on? Are you betraying the Regent?"
Harry, give him some time. He needs to process that he's dedicated his entire life to a fraud. He's a broken man, not unlike me.
Galahad walks away, just kind of holding his head in one of his hands.
While all of that nonsense is going on, Strombo would like to just be kind of rustling through all their bags and seeing if there's anything worthwhile.
As they're on fire?
Ideally
No,
beforehand.
I haven't cast it.
Okay.
I specifically said that I'm gonna wait for everyone to search them before, but he doesn't care about it. If you guys weren't here, he would just burn all the loot.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make me a D100. Or roll a D100.
Been a while since I've done this. That's not how you do it. Slash roll, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
dash roll. You can also do it on your sidebar.
There we go.
Okay. So you find 1 gold on each of them, along with a variety of just very common weaponry.
Alright, guys. Doesn't look like they got anything. Unfortunate. Maybe they were just out here negotiating something.
It's probably because Wellington took everything they owned.
You know, that's probably it. And Strombo's just gonna pocket that 8 gold and not say anything about it.
I guess meanwhile, while our guide is freaking the hell out, Al is gonna be dismounted. He's just kind of leading Tech, with his lead. Kind of, have like a single hand up, like doesn't mean to be threatening or anything. He's just gonna say, "I believe this is just a giant misunderstanding. We're not betraying the Regent or anything. We don't mean any harm towards you. We have a interesting group of characters. That's all."
I should say so, I guess. I just want to live a second time. I just want to earn enough to escape and not have to have such a dangerous job anymore. That's all I want.
I do not blame you, friend.
I thought this was going to be easy for a second. We took care of those bandits really quick, and then things turned really fast.
Again, that was a misunderstanding. I believe things will stay this easily.
Look.
Like, holy
If
shit,
you
we have
would
a
stay,
chance.
you're dead.
What?
What?
You're here to help. I'm here to help. We're all here to help. I won't hurt you, and if I did, I would just heal you back up again. Haha.
After whole person.
Yeah, after a whole pregnant. If I hurt you, I'll just heal you back up again.
You're literally paralyzing him.
Fucking poor Mullet. He's like, oh man, maybe we actually have a chance of exploring these temples and shit. And then he just gets fucking paralyzed after the first group of bandits we run into.
It's like, psych! You thought.
Hey, Strombo. Strombo.
Yeah?
You don't trust the Regent either, right? You want to keep all the treasure to yourself?
Well, not all the treasure. We gotta make them believe that, you know,
Yeah,
there was
something like
some
that.
there to bring back. But I
Galahad
mean,
is decidedly out of earshot of this conversation.
I'm just saying, it'll be a lot easier if we could get Mullet on our side.
I'm not saying we should do anything to him. But
I'm not trying to do anything to him.
you know, when you're exploring ruins like this, sometimes accidents happen.
Did you guys need help?
I think we're fine for now.
Okie dokie. Time to clean up the grass.
All I'm saying is we've got someone that can use hold person, and I've got some water.
Oh my god.
Salazar will not get.
Yeah, see?
So, at this point, Mullet's just gonna walk up to Galahad because he's the closest to go. Do y'all just want the map, and I can meet you somewhere?
Well, Galahad understands your reasoning to not trust these folk. It would greatly help us if you were to at least lead us, albeit at a distance, if you would prefer to do so.
Okay, I guess I can give y'all advice over some of the harsher areas. I guess, yeah, that doesn't sound, I guess, bad. Well, then I guess we better make camp for the night or something. Maybe preferably not where we just slaughtered 8 bandits. For people to come find, but somewhere.
But Harry made such a nice fire. Come on. Agreed. Let us make some distance before we rest for the night.
Sweet.
Agreed.
So I'll head off a little bit more. Maybe about there for today. And y'all find a nice little spot that's kind of in between some rolling hills to settle down and maybe not be spotted. Or if y'all want, y'all can camp on top of the hills to see other things from coming.
I think staying on top of the hills wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, top of the hill sounds good.
Yeah.
So,
Neglect the campfire though.
So as y'all
Hilltop Harry says, hey.
So as y'all start setting up camp on top of the hill, it's getting darker faster and faster. And you can just see the barest sliver of the sun over the hills. And Mullet sneaks down into the crevice in between the hills and kind of snuggles into the grass. Hides himself.
Nice. Just start setting up. Is there like some kind of like big old rock that I could tie tech to? Some kind of like tree?
Yeah, so
we're on top of a hill, right?
Yeah, you're on top of a hill. I mean, there's some like very scarce trees throughout the area. There's not really many at all. It's almost like a Sahara-ish climate. So
Okay.
the trees are very, very thin and very dispersed. There are a few rocks and boulders. If you choose that route as well, some of them, are just the size of like your hand. Some of them are the size of maybe Strombo.
Oh, I'd probably just pick like the I guess the biggest rock I could lift a little bit just to put like the lead under it and just have the rock's weight on it.
Sweet.
Yes. And then I'll just make my bedroll out next to it. Cal will, I should say. Then he'll just kind of sit there. Weapon maintenance.
Alright, So as y'all settle down for the night, I'm gonna say that's probably a good place to end it for today's session.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have like
That was an awesome first session.
Yeah, that was great.
There are some good moments for sure. I definitely think the first hour of my footage is corrupted, but that's fine. We'll be fine.
Oh no.
Be fine.
Man.
We'll see how the upload goes. But thanks for playing, guys. There's a good 10 minutes that are just left that I've scheduled for questions, comments, or if you want summaries. Feel free. I do typically ask how people think of mechanics, but we really didn't have too many mechanics this time. Because, you know.
Guess with regards to mechanics, I just forgot to mention it. I guess my warhorse would get his own like separate initiative. I remembered that like being like a mounted combatant, your mount would basically just take the dodge action all the time, so he doesn't die.
Oh yeah, I have to relook at that, but yeah, I think you're right. I think I get confused sometimes on like the class I created with actual mechanics.
Okay.
Because
Other than that, mechanically everything seemed fine to me.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't think there were any special mechanics or anything like that.
Yeah, not this because sometimes like I'll do like a special like if y'all are running from something, or I'll ask if y'all think it's fair or whatnot. Just because I'm trying to keep everybody having fun, but also, you know, if you do something stupid.
If I didn't get away, then it's not fair.
Yeah. All right, add an extra DA. No, I'm just joking.
So I got one that I haven't really used. What's your limits on the shapeshift? So is it only the wings, or like, do you know what I'm saying? Like how, like, can I make myself a whale? Like does it have to be humanoid? Like, what's the limits?
So it is a non-combatant shapeshift. So you could really aesthetically change yourself into whatever as long as you have seen it before. And you cannot change your wings. Your wings will always be present.
So I can change myself into the person who scammed him. Okay.
Yeah. You like aesthetically.
Even though I don't, just because I've seen it, but I don't know like who it is. Well, even if I did, but
Yeah, you just have to see. You don't have to like know anything really about them. Now, if you don't know anything about them when you're acting, or if you're trying to act like them, you'll be at disadvantage. But it's more of like for deception and trickery and things of that nature, than it is for like combat stats.
okay, that's what I thought. I was just double checking.
Yep.
Because I could just show myself to Smooth Brain, and then he can like figure out who it is. Was my whole plan.
Oh man.
So
Hey, I'm just here to help. I'm not doing
I
anything.
know. I'm shaking in
Regretting your actions?
anticipation for this party's chemistry.
This party has great chemistry. I don't know what you're talking about.
and has great chemistry.
Says the scam artist.
This is what
As
we
the
call
scam
flipples.
artist who's coordinating with the person he scammed to frame someone else. Yeah.
I can't believe you took pity on me and gave me back 10 silver.
Yeah.
And that's something that y'all are gonna see throughout this world. Like, Dre was kind of like a poorer fishing town, so they deal all with silver. Like it, quantity wise, it amounts to gold, but like they don't see like actual gold very often.
It makes sense.
Yep.
I think
Well,
that
you guys
fight.
have a good one. I'm gonna have head out.
All right.
All right, see you.
Thanks for joining.
Have a good one, man.
Have a great one.
That fight probably would have been a lot harder if Galahad didn't shatter 4 people right at the start.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, oh, the max damage roll. Almost.
Well, and that was pretty good. It was also the surprise on it too. Pretty nice.
Al didn't want to fight, but they made him.
Can we assume that the long rest happened, or do you roll like encounters on watches and stuff?
I do roll encounters on watches.
Okay.
So we'll pick up
Oh,
on that.
shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And a little
I'll
bit.
put my hit points back for where they were then.
We can count this probably as a long rest since y'all just got out of an encounter. I typically don't do encounters back to back to back.
Okay. So
In
good
the
to just, like-
wilderness.
all right. So
That's
I'm good to reset all my stuff.
yeah. You can go ahead and reset all your stuff,
Cool.
and I'll make
Oh,
sure.
okay, cool.
I'll make sure Harry does when he gets back on.
That is map tools notation. Jesus.
I know. I need to start getting into map tools. I just need somebody to make maps for me because
If you want help making like macro frameworks and stuff, I can do that for you. Eventually, TM.
TM.
Doesn't Arcadum have a pretty good one that is public?
Yes, but there's a lot of scotch tape and garbage in the framework that he uses. So,
He like it's specifically for his stuff. Like it's very catered.
yeah. D6, or excuse me, a 6 on the D8.
Like I'm pretty sure he has basically like an admin for map tools.
Oh, he's got a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, just go on a little bit of a tangent too. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's still outdated for the stuff that he's trying to run, and some of the stuff that isn't. Like, a lot of the times when a player's having issues, and then you'll see like, oh, missing repository, and then things start working properly. He can just get rid of that repository, but his macros just rely on them for some reason, which I don't understand.
It's because of the guy he hires to do a lot of that.
Well, I think those macro sets, like the ones that specifically rely on those repositories, I think those are the ones that he's been using since he was running Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just like weirdness happens.
I sent the mounted thing. I'll have to look to see what language I put in that's different.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I probably missed it if it is in there. But I didn't see anything specifically like under your class of the Legion Rider. This is just stuff I read online.
Yeah, I think this is like the actual mechanics of it. I don't know. I think I definitely edit it for later in the class. I don't know what level you get it is my problem. For when it starts getting turns and
I think that was like level 7 or something. You get like awesome writer, whatever the ability's name is.
yeah. Because I think the problem is the intelligent creatures part of it. Because the intelligent creatures can act independently.
Yeah. I still think that they would either get like their own initiative, or if you want me to use him on mine, that's fine too. I mean, basically, like as I'm on him, like he just wouldn't be able to attack. Like I could just do like the dash, disengage, dodge.
Yeah. So I think it says the initiative of a controlled mount changes to yours when you mount it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It
Cool.
moves as you direct it, and it only has 3 action options: dash, disengage, and dodge.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Yeah. That was my fault then for not using him well. Techno.
So yeah, he could use the dodge action.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, because I want to use that that charge ability that Legion Riders get. Yeah, that would have been awesome to use that thing.
Yeah, just straight out of the gate.
Yeah.
So, well, cool. If y'all have any more questions, feel free. I know 4th of July was crazy busy weekend for me. But typically I'm pretty easy to get a hold of, and I'm gaming almost all the time, so I'll be on Discord all the time.
Cool.
I guess just the last thing. If you replace Charm Person, can you let me know? Maybe I'll pick up that spell instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking at what I want to replace it with, because it's that one, and there was another one on there that you said that I looked up.
Disguise Self, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Wizard.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I got nothing else then. I just gotta. I never played like a mounted character before, so it's all new to me. Yeah, other than that, I got nothing else. So I will bid everyone a good night.
Sweet. Yeah, that was the purpose, is to try to make stuff that people have never played. The only problem with that is then you run into like things like this where I'm like, oh, I gotta decide.
Yeah, yeah, like the intricacies of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
But thanks guys for helping me out and helping me and having fun, I guess.
No problem.
Absolutely. This seems like it's gonna be a great campaign.
Cool. I'm glad y'all are excited for it.
Alrighty. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Alright, anybody's still sticking around. Thanks for watching. We'll come
I
back.
think I'm gonna bounce just because I've been outside all day and I'm still sweaty. So I'll see you guys around.
We'll come back
Yeah, I'm gonna head out too.
Wednesday
See ya.
at
Yeah, me
8
too.
p.m.
Peace.
through 11 for our other game, the False War, Session 2. Thanks.